Hi everyone, it's Barb with Always in Beta. Today is Monday, February 12th, and this is kind of long for a food log. So my original plan was to do kind of a longer video, create a longer video about once a week, and I did not do that on Sunday, so I'm doing it on Monday. So here we go. And I'll stick my food log on the end of it. So, for my brain today, I got up and ran this morning. I ran under the stars and it was wonderful. And I didn't run very far, but I felt great. I rolled out of bed like a pro and I meditated for an hour and then I went for a run. So I got up really early. I got up at 5:15. I guess that's not really early, but it's pretty darn early. Okay, I'm very excited. And do you know how good exercise is for your brain? So this is what I want to talk about. BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. It decreases depression. It grows new neurons. It is amazing. So exercise is not just for weight loss. As a matter of fact, exercise is not really great for weight loss. The reason that people lose weight when they're exercising is because they feel better. And when you feel better, you're able to follow your plan better. I think that is really it. I think that weight loss has more to do with what you're eating and less to do with how much exercise you're doing. Not that it doesn't do anything, but I just don't think it's the thing. I don't think you can lose weight if you exercise and you don't change your diet. But that's just me. I am not a doctor. I don't know how many doctors really know about this anyway. But exercise helps with mood, and it helps with memory, and it helps with mood. Did I say it helps with mood? It's great. I mean, look at this. So I put a link in the show notes to an article that just kind of gives an overview of the benefits. And then I found this YouTube by this guy named Philip Ghezelbash or Ghezelbash. I don't know who he is. I've never heard of him before, but I thought it was a nice video in that it covered BDNF nicely. And this is what I learned. It increases with exercise. And what happens when BDNF increases? It's a good question. Here we go. It increases your memory or improves your memory. It does increase neurogenesis and it decreases depression. And there are things that you can do to increase this brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which grows new brain cells. You can use intermittent fasting, which is what I'm doing by not eating breakfast. Basically, I'm putting about 16 hours between dinner and the next meal I eat. You can use meditation. You can take psychedelics like it's psilocybin, I think. It's LSD and also magic mushrooms has it. And I am not currently doing any of those things, but it is one of the things that apparently increases a BDNF. Then there are things that you can do to increase BDNF. Avoid stress. I think that maybe isn't categorized exactly correctly. I think these are things that decrease BDNF, but I'm not sure. But I know it doesn't help. You can avoid sugar because sugar does not help BDNF. You can increase socializing, socialization, and I don't know the studies on this. I'm not a doctor, and I'm also not a scientist, but I do like science. Increased socialization is said to help, and if you're interested in that, look it up. Cold exposure like ice baths or cold showers also apparently increase BDNF, and I will not be using those methods. I've tried it. It's not fun. Some people can handle that. So that's Philip, and his YouTube link is in the show notes. And then the woman's name is Sandrine Thuret. She's a neuroscientist, and here's what she has to say. Neurogenesis is what she was talking about. She was not specifically talking about BDNF, and I don't know enough to be able to say where the line is. But BDNF is the factor, as I understand it, that is responsible for or contributes to new neuron development, new nerve cell development or production. It used to be thought that adults did not grow new nerve tissue, did not grow new nerve cells. But that is not the current thinking. Adults can do it, and it does decrease depression. The hippocampus is the part of your brain. It's kind of like if you just like go right to the center of your brain. That's about where it is, like center, center, center. And it's the part of your brain associated with learning, memory, mood, emotion, and neurogenesis. And she said we grow 700 new neurons a day. Yes, 700 new neurons a day. By the time you're 50, you have completely replaced all of your original neurons with new adult-grown neurons. Who knew? When neurogenesis is blocked, we get depressed, and we have trouble with navigation. I mean, I'm not saying that you're going to both be depressed. Antidepressants actually boost the production of new neurons. Pretty wild, right? Because neurogenesis decreases depression. It's cool. It's really cool. Things you can do other than taking antidepressants to increase your new nerve cell production is you can engage in some learning, which is really cool. You can have sex. Yay! And you can run. Running also does it. You can restrict your caloric intake by 20 to 30%. Not only will you lose weight, probably, but you will increase your neurogenesis. You can use intermittent fasting, as I mentioned, 16 hours between dinner and the next meal you eat. I mean, it can be between any meals, but that's kind of the logical time because you're sleeping through most of those hours. You can eat flavonoids that are found in dark chocolate and blueberries. You can eat omega-3 fatty acids in salmon and various other foods. Look it up. And things that decrease neurogenesis include stress, sleep deprivation, a diet high in saturated fat. Also alcohol, sorry. However, resveratrol, which is found in red wine, increases neurogenesis. So if you want to drink, according to her, if you have red wine, it's probably neutral in terms of neurogenesis. So that's Sandrine Thruitt. Really interesting. Really love that a lot. That was what I did for my brain today. I ran, and I'm learning new things. Actually, one of the reasons that I'm learning Spanish is for my brain. I don't know if I've mentioned that before. It's muy bien. Muy bueno. Oh my gosh. Aprendiendo Español. I'm a newbie. But I did listen to a podcast. I think I mentioned this. I listened to a Spanish podcast yesterday, and it was really cool how many words I recognized. Like, I couldn't tell you what he was talking about, but I did recognize a lot of words. It was fun. And I know my new baby neurons are really happy that they're going to have more friends very soon because I'm learning Spanish. Okay, my uncomfortable thing for today. I did not have an uncomfortable thing today that I can remember, and I kind of feel like it's a really good goal for me to have. I'm not gonna meet the mark every day, but I can still aim for it, right? Why? Because it's gonna grow new nerve cells. Do I have my brain on today? I do. I have my little brain on. Every day when I put this necklace on, this little tiny brain necklace, it's like, don't forget your brain, Barb. All right, here's my food log. I had tea. Okay, the truth is, I'm changing this. I had coffee. I had coffee this morning. I made a little discovery. I had coconut milk the other day, and it gave me a headache and a stomachache. And so I think, and I thought this morning, I know I'm a pro. I'm making decisions that are good for me, but I wanted to experiment and see, because I really like coffee. So I had coffee, and I did not have a headache. I did not take Tylenol. No, I did not take Tylenol. And so I think that I'm going to keep having coffee as long as I don't have headaches, but I'm just having it black. I'm not having any sugar in it because I don't do sugar, and I'm not having coconut milk in it because I think that I may have overdone the coconut milk a little bit. So for breakfast, I had coffee. I had a salad with chicken on it for lunch, and I'm going to have the yam bacon thing for dinner. And tomorrow, I'm going to have coffee for breakfast. I'm going to have salad with chicken on it for lunch, probably, because I'm pretty sure I have chicken in the freezer. And then I'm going to make a salad with shrimp for dinner. But if I get voted down, like if nobody else wants shrimp, we might just do burgers instead. So that's it. I hope you had a great day. It was a great day for me because I did things for my brain today and I feel really good about it. That's it. Be kind to yourself. Stick to your plan. Be a pro. And have a great evening. Good night.